I thought it was a great game. Really well played, highly contested game, and wish we would have been able to do a little bit more. But congratulations to VCU as they move on. And you know, I'm very proud of my guys and how they've competed all season, and especially tonight. I thought we were tough and we competed, and just didn't have enough to win tonight.
All right, questions for student athletes?
Hey Trey, the first half of the second half, you're very difficult to score on, and that changed as the game went on. What did VCU do to sort of loosen up offensively and score more against you?
They just hit shots, hit a lot of open shots, shots that we hadn't been giving up the first few times we played them, and in the recent 6-game winning streak that we had.
Any other questions? Scott?
Hey, Chandra, just talk about defending them early in the first game, or in the first half, excuse me. They were knocking down all their threes. Second half, until the big three late in the game, they were only 1 of 7 in the second half.
We wanted to limit the open looks they had in the second half. In the first half, they got. I think we were kind of playing back a little bit too much that like we weren't supposed to. Second half, we tried to get a hand out, and I guess that kind of bothered them a little bit. But then he made a big shot at the end of the game.
Anyone else for student athletes? Paul?
Chandra, several times you went into the paint, made shots from angles that when you were almost parallel to the floor. When you go in, are you thinking about what you got to do, or you just get into the mix and do what has to be done?
I mean, I don't go into the game trying to shoot those shots. It's just something that ends up happening during the game, and I just try to do whatever I can to help us win. Unfortunately, I didn't do enough tonight.
Chandra, looking at the stats, y'all had a lot of advantages, shooting-wise, fast breaks, soft turnovers in the paint. Are you kind of wondering how y'all didn't win this game?
It was a tough game. We used a lot of energy. They used a lot of energy. We battled tonight. Unfortunately, they scored 3 more points than we did tonight at the end of the game.
Anyone else? All right, gentlemen, thank you. All right, questions for Coach Mooney?
Chris, same question. You kind of wondering how you didn't win this game?
Yeah, we had a big advantage in a lot of the important statistical categories. Our field goal percentage was super high. Our points in the paint, we outscored them by 30. Fast break points was 19-2. So a lot of, statistics can be a little bit misleading. They don't always tell the whole story. I thought the discrepancy and they made 16 free throws. We didn't make any. I thought that that obviously is a one big advantage that they had in their statistical line.
Anyone else? Paul?
Without getting into any inflammatory comments, it wasn't so much that you didn't make any. They also shot 14 more than you did. Were they more aggressive, getting to draw more fouls?
Well, the other stats wouldn't suggest that, since we had more fast break points and more points in the paint. I don't know the answer to that, but the other statistics wouldn't suggest that.
Okay.
Tim?
Chris, in the first 2 games, they were like 6 for 39 on threes, and they were 10 for 21. What was different from them and y'all defensively in this one?
Yeah, I think early in the game they made a few and really got confident. Jordan Burgess made one in the corner. Melvin Johnson made a couple. I think that really helped them. I think Doug Brooks made one at the end of the shot clock in front of our bench. So I think the confidence really, they hadn't been shooting great recently, but I think when they got out there and had the confidence of seeing a few go in, they're good shooters, and they made them tonight.
What did you tell your guys afterwards in the locker room?
Really, that I was proud of their effort and how we've represented Richmond all year. I think, I'm just really proud of them, how much I care about them. We're looking forward to playing again. Obviously, the guys are pretty devastated, but I think so far we've accomplished some things, and I think we have some good basketball left.
John? John.
Chris, I was going to ask you for an elaboration on that about continuing the season somewhere in some way. Are you fairly confident that's going to happen? And if so, would that be the NIT in your view?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think that we're pretty solidly in the NIT, and it will be excited to play.
Chris, this was quite a game. Is it difficult to enjoy it when you come out on the losing end of it? Or during the game, are you not thinking what a great game it is, you're just thinking what you have to do to get your team in position to win it?
Yeah. No, partly I think you can understand how good of a game it is and how well teams are playing, the plays that players are making. So I think I can recognize, it's a big rivalry, it's a great rivalry, and it's very intense, but I do think that we recognized how, some of the great plays that both teams made, and, how just hotly contested the game was.
Tim.
Kendall was spectacular, as usual, against VCU. Can you just elaborate on his play a little bit and what you told him afterwards?
Yeah, he's just tremendous. He is so competitive, so tough, and he's asked to do so much. And even though he's played well against pressing teams throughout his career, he's even gotten better in terms of controlling the ball, making great decisions, scoring the ball, of course, when he has to. He's tremendous. He's had an incredible impact on me personally and on our program.
All right, anyone else?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mr.